Good morning. Tuesday the 24th of June. Another beautiful day in my little corner of paradise. Not sure what the weather's doing. I always wake up, the high boats came out yesterday, so we've got a big load of washing to do. But I'm not sure what the weather's doing. Just looking up here though, I might do the flags with Philip today. I think he'll quite like that. So Philip comes in on it every Tuesday. So, yep. So the paint's in the paint shed. Tristan has started. Let me turn the camera. Flag's a bit tatty, so yeah, we'll get them done. So Tristan has made a good start on wandering. Let's go back, go down. Oh, that's good. Let me go and turn the lights on. So he was scabbling the roof outside. This is where I trip over, stub my toe because I'm wearing stupid shoes for a wharf. So we bring it back inside in case there's rain. So we are doing the foredeck there. These have been done by someone else, so we're not doing the gunnel sides. This is going to take a bit of filling. Around there. She's quite an unusual boat, and I'm gonna start again because we've got a discussion to have about the coach lines to have or to have not, but I will talk you through it. I'm not going to tell you, people have got different opinions. I'm not going to tell you who's got what opinion, but I would like you to comment and say what you think. So, okay, so the current colour scheme is darker grey here, so similar to the dark grey we have on ours. Black, which will go to here, so black handrail, and then it comes over and into there, and then a light grey roof. Now, customers not fussed about the coach line. We've said ordinarily you would have a coach line, but definitely if you have two colours, but you can still have it if you have one colour. And then the school of thought is we'd make panels here, so that the drainage, you can see how it's discoloured there. So you'd have the coach line come down there. Now, one of the schools of thoughts is because of the way it's been done on the gunnels, so the bottom yellow tape there represents where the coach line will sit, and then the bottom tape there is where the coach line would sit there. And one school of thought is that it would look uneven because you'd have coach line, then you'd have the grey, black, and say it was black, grey, black if it was a black coach line, grey, and then grey, black, grey. So one school of thought is because it's so thin. So options are no coach line at all, or thinner coach line, and then also the colour of the coach line. Quite often we could have it as a light grey coach line, or a black coach line, or a white coach line. But it would be interesting to know your thoughts. You watch the channel when you're interested in narrowboats, so it'd be interesting to see what you guys think. So please comment below. I'll show you this side as well, so you can imagine what you think and how the coach line would sit. This you wouldn't get too fussy with that. Quite an unusual semi-trad stern with the two ways in here. It's an unusual build, but lovely boat. Much loved by the owners. So little space here for Bubbly 2 to come in for an assessment. We'll possibly put it in the paint shed entrance, actually, because if the weather's going to be kind, we'll bring Wandrian out here so Trish can scabble in the fresh air. Well, fresh air. It's not very fresh when it's full of rust dust. There's the back look into the paint shed. So bearings should arrive today for Moonlight. So that'll be removed. Hinges repaired. We've got the fuel hose coming as well. Valve thruster's been capped off. I'm not sure what the verdict is on how we're going to paint that. I think we're going to paint it with red oxide, because then they can, because it's been 2-packed before, and then the customer can make the decision. Lovely job, well done, Andy. Okay, we have some exciting news. So our friend Kay, she helped the hirers back yesterday, and she's recently had work done on a boat, and we've been friends for a while. So she keeps bees, so she helps the people down the canal. Some of you would have seen it, where they have the nice glamping pods. They have bees down there, and I've wanted to do bees for a while. And then last year when she was up, she said, oh, we had a good look round, and I found this. She said, there's this spot here that's perfect for bees. So I'm going to do a bit of work in there. Look at those nettles. I'm probably going to have to ditch my African steel toe caps. And then she's had a clever idea as well, which I shall show you. We'll go back into the yard, but I'm going to have some bees in here. So I'm going to trim around it, make it better access for me. And yeah, so I shall have possibly up to 50,000 new followers. Well, 50,000, that's a bit ambitious. So what you do is we're going to put in a bait hive, and then you put in, well, I'll talk you through the process once we know more about it. But I mentioned it years ago to a friend of mine, and I said, I fancy keeping bees, and I want to put a hive at the wharf. And he said, well, can you see it from the road? And I said, listen, I don't know a lot about bees, but I'm pretty sure they don't get run over. So anyway, supposedly, if you have them too close to the road, some nefarious characters might see them and steal your honey and your bees in like a job lot. So anyway, that's why that's another reason that's a great spot. So it's not very accessible. So I'll explain to you her idea, Kay's idea. So I'll turn the camera around. So she saw this. This has been here 5 years. Someone dropped it off for me. I loved it. You can still see the old colours. It's an old Royal Mail trolley for the depot, and I've had it thinking, oh, you know, at some stage we'll put some new wood on it and it'll be useful for moving stuff around the wharf. But Kay says that'll be great for air going around it, and we can just plonk the hive on there, and yeah, hopefully we'll get the bees. And she's also told me that there's an old expression, a swarm of bees in May is worth a load of hay. A swarm of bees in June is worth a silver spoon. But a swarm of bees in July isn't worth a fly. So that gives us about a week. I mean, it's been quite hot this year, so Kay, who is the bee whisperer, says that we might be good, but we're going to give it a try. And failing that, we have to, well, I don't mind investing in it, you know, so you have to buy. She said this is the really nice, natural, organic way to do it, because while she was here, she says, oh, John, you got bees. So exciting, something. When my barn swallows have fled the nest and on the way back to Africa, then I'll have something else to keep me occupied till my babies return and have their great grand chicks back at the wharf. So, it's just started to rain, guys. I was going to take my camera things down, but the maker was a little bird. Sorry, there we go. Your brothers and sisters are still asleep. I think there's one still in there. So I bought this after my sore arm from chopping that beauty down, thinking I'll be able to, this will be a lot easier and a lot safer. But then when my friend Kay saw it, she said, oh, John, did you get that out of a Christmas cracker? She says it won't last an hour, but let's go and give it a quick blast. There's not really any bits that are big enough to... Well, I think it did what it says on the tin. So we've just noticed this.
It's just about where do you stand if the filler cracks.
Yeah.
What you, especially this boat, I noticed it massively driving yesterday. The boat vibrates quite a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then that vibration, if that knocks the filler out, cracks it. Then you've got water getting in, but underneath the filler, and then that's it. It's fucked, isn't it? It'll be even
So
worse.
just look at this here. We think we're going to drill a hole down here, because obviously water's been gathering there, over there, and it'll still come out here. In fact, it's been gathering there as well, so let it go either way. Trusty Land Rover. Maybe we could do with a bit of a valet. I don't know. I might get one of these mobile car valeters to come out and just give him his worst nightmare. Right. Oh. Even the starter pack's making funny noises. Oh, look at that. Like an absolute dream. You know, sometimes when you back the trailer up, not too shabby. Should get that straight on. Well, I've sort of got it near where I want to be. Yeah, maybe forward. Didn't really want to drive onto the bonfire, but hey, she's good for it. Thanks, Eddie. So I believe we're starting dismantling Foxy today. So I thought I'd do a quick video to remind you. I'll do a video now. And a video at the end of the day to see how we get on. a nice little hive of activity. Andy on the rudder, 50 on the wire brush. Give it a clout.
Swing it against the reboarding stuff so it's doing right that well.
Seems a bit dramatic. Shall I go the other way?
Yeah, it's got like it's not done now.
The heat is on. So Andy was struggling with that. So I had to come and just go and lift it out for him. Whoa. That is the easy bit. Pinch off. That. Little day out for me and Andy. Making a lot of noise at that wharf. Just going to go and assess the next job. It's going to be difficult, but not for our Andy. So we're on bubbly 2. We need an Andy solution for welding that, and then new skin fitting is going to be there. So I'm thinking. So Helen on bubbly 2. So we're just doing a quick job. Closing off a skin tank. The champagne cork had done its duty. And putting a new skin fitting in. Oh. Sorry about that. So, stage 1 demolition. Well, that didn't take very long. We were having our strategy meeting for Foxy, and he was saying how difficult it is to do the cabin sides. And I said, well, you just got to look at this one here. So you can't dispute it.